What's up, guys? We're going to talk about your food and basically calculating your multiplier so that way you have your nutrition plan exactly how you need it. So go ahead and grab your numbers from the last video, and we're going to take your total calories from that last video, and we're going to figure out how many you need to calculate based on your activity level and stuff like that, exactly how many how many calories you're going to need. So we're going to take your calories from the last video, and then we're going to figure out what your multiplier is. So if you're sedentary, so just normal activity, walking around with the kids, that kind of stuff, flights of stairs, eating, talking, normal everyday life with nothing extra, you're going to do 1.2. If you have light activity, so an activity for guys that burns between 250 and 500, and for females that burns between 200 and 400, you're going to do 1.375. And moderate activity is an activity that burns an additional 400 to 650 for females and 500 to 800 calories for males. If that's your number, you're going to multiply that by 1.55. And if you're very active, which I know for a fact is a few of you guys, any activity that burns more than 650 for the females and more than 800 for the males will be multiplied by 1.725. So you're going to have to either use like your Fitbit to look at how many extra calories you're burning, or just use your better judgment. Like if you're doing a class and then you're going for a couple walks a day and then you're running around with your kids, you're at least moderately active, if not very active. But if you're playing like soccer 3 days a week and you're hitting 4 workouts a week, and you're doing all this extra stuff, you're probably very active. If you're just coming to the gym to work out for 1 hour and that's all you do during the week, which is fine, you're going to be light activity. Most to none of you will, most all of you will not be sedentary. So you should not, no one should have that unless you're only working out like 1 day a week, but most of you guys are more than that. So so basically what we're going to do is take your resting energy expenditure from the last video, and you're going to multiply it by the activity level on the last slide. So if your number was 100 calories and you do it by 1.55, that's going to give you your total calories. Then you're going to take that total number and we're going to figure out what your lean muscle mass is, because we don't want to feed your fat, we just want to feed your muscles. So I just like the slide, I think it's funny. So we don't want to feed your fat. I said you're a good fat and avocado's running away. It's kind of funny. But so basically what we're going to do to feed only your muscles, we're going to take your body fat percentage and give it a decimal value. So if you're 20% body fat, it's going to be 0.2. If you're 35% body fat, it's going to be 0.35. You're going to take your total calories you have and you're going to multiply it by that decimal. So you're going to do 1,000 times 0.2. It's going to give you 200. And then you're going to subtract 200 from your total calories. Hopefully that makes sense. If not, I have an example here in a second. I'm just going to walk right through it with me. So just more math, right? Why? And it's going to give you your total daily calories. So resting energy expenditure, this is an example. This is pretty close to mine. But you're going to take 200 or 2,500 calories as a male who has 27% body fat. A little less than that, thank God. But I was up there a couple weeks ago. So this person goes on a walk daily, partakes in boarding the game train, aka working out 4 times a week, and plays with their kids for 30 to 45 minutes outside per day, running around, sprinklers, whatever. But they do have a desk job. They burn an additional 600 to 750 calories per day. So what I'm going to do is take the total calories, which is 2,500, and we're going to multiply that by 1.55, because that's going to give you the total calories for their resting energy expenditure. And then since they're 27% body fat, we want to multiply 3,875 by 0.27, which is going to give us 1,046. We're going to round it down. And then you're going to subtract 1,046 from 3,875, which will give this person 2,829 calories, and that's going to feed their lean muscle mass every day. So instead of feeding your fat and increasing your weight or slowly losing weight based on the fat mass that you have, you're only feeding your muscle mass. So hopefully that makes sense, guys. So now that we know what your calories are, we just need to figure out your protein, fats, and carbs. And that's the last thing that you have to do for now. And we're going to see that in the next video, guys. So thank you. We'll see you shortly.